Good evening everyone, and this was an extremely hard build to build. This is the LF models S-51 or HO3-S little Sikorsky helicopter. It is quite a difficult kit, I found. Overall the moulding is not bad, but a lot of this kit you have to scratch build yourself. So all of the rotor assembly, all these little connecting rods you have to scratch build, and the winch you have to scratch build as well. So it tells you the diameter of plastic card you need, and then you have to scratch build that yourself. The biggest problem I had with this kit was the canopy and the glass. Now what LF really would have been better doing was making the whole of the fuselage transparent like Hella had done, but they have these little bits, inserts, and they don't fit well at all, and you have to sort of shave them down, and then I managed to get some glue on them, which kind of spoilt the effect. Now I build Whatif, so this is in my Whatif scheme. These were some of the first helicopters to operate from my Whatif Fletcher class destroyers that then became frigates. And this is the early period of my helicopter models for the Fletcher builds. Now, the other thing I would say about the LF models kit is actually it's very fragile, the rotor assembly. So I did add these little bits here to join the rotors up a bit better. Other than that, it's not a terrible build at all. It comes with a lot of etch. Now, I don't like etch. It always gets stuck to my fingers. But things like this pitot probe here is etch. This is meant to be etched, but I replaced it with plastic card. And on this side, the little what do you call it, foothold there is etched as well, and there's some etched aerials and stuff like that. So quite an interesting kit. It's a very important kit for me because it's really the first of when my Whatif forces started putting helicopters onto destroyers, and these could have blade folding. Now it is quite a big helicopter actually for what was essentially a 1 and 2 person transport helicopter. And if you look at the Alouette III, which would have replaced it in service on the Fletchers in the 1960s, it's a lot smaller. And I've done this helikit as an SA319, so it's got the smaller engine rather than the 316. The 319 had more power. Interestingly, the Hella one does come with this transparent front piece, which is really good, but it doesn't join well here on the top, so I did an extra panel there with some antennas. And yeah, not bad at all. I quite like the Hella Alouette, a really good little ship's helicopter. But both of these helicopters are really quite limited. The Sikorsky was really a search and rescue helicopter, liaison helicopter. The Alouette III was able to carry a torpedo, and like the Wasp, its equivalent, you would tell it where to drop. The Lynx then came along in 1979 in the Whatif, and this is a Hobbyboss one. More potent helicopter in many ways, but still very much the you get told where to drop that torpedo by the ship, and then you go and drop it in the water. Now, camouflage wise, I've gone from glossy sea blue to a matte US Navy blue, and these are all Vallejo paints. I don't normally airbrush my helicopters because of all the little windows and stuff like that. I haven't got time to mask them, especially with my hips playing up. But you can see that the Lynx is a really good fit for the Fletcher class frigates as they were from 1975, because the tail folds, everything folds. It's a really compact little helicopter. So when it folds up, it's actually not a lot bigger than the Alouette, which is interesting because you see how big that original Sikorsky one is. Now I've done this kind of a Haas 2-3 with sort of training torpedoes on, stuck the bit on the nose there and used the decals as I can. Now all of these have got the AS for the Ann Summers, which is my Whatif sort of Fletcher lead ship, except for this one. She's got a K on it, and that's because the actual Ann Summers Alouette got shot down at some point in the Vietnam War in the Whatif. But there we go. Some nice little helicopters, I think, and definitely a nice lineage of helicopters. I know the Lynx has many fans, and I'll be doing the next period, which will be as they go to the Mark 8 Lynx, and I've got the Mark 8.5 Lynx upstairs. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this LF kit. Would I build it again? Not at the retail price it is in the UK. I wouldn't. It's just too expensive for what it is. Would I recommend it to someone that is a good model builder and like me? Yes. But to be honest, I'd probably just go for more Alouettes because I found that a lot easier to build. But I hope you like them. Take care. Goodbye.